Opera Online from 1995. Okay, impressive. Chrome was released in 2008. Cool. What's this? Opera caught lying to customers, harassing them. Whew. Chrome deceived users by tracking their web activity? What the I guess it's good I picked up an Opera versus Chrome comparison, as both of them seem to have their respective issues, but they're also super popular. Well, one more than the other. So what's the deal? Which is better? Well, let's start with privacy. Now, the fact that Chrome collects user data for targeted ad and service improvements is not news. It's made by Google, and Google loves data. So, go figure. To be honest, I'm glad that the recent issue of incognito mode not being very incognito made more people aware of their data leaching tendencies. On the other side of the coin, we have the Opera browser, which boasts about being very privacy friendly. It's a Norwegian company, so they do have to abide by Europe's strict privacy regulations, but their privacy policy isn't as transparent as I'd like it to be. Then there were some controversies about Opera being partially owned by some Chinese firm that put spyware inside, though that remains just a rumor. A much bigger buzz was brought by the fact that Opera, allegedly, had a few predatory loan applications as a kind of side hustle. They had horrible rates and loan terms, so people got mad. Of course, Opera denied everything, but this doesn't exactly scream privacy friendly. Now, Opera does offer a free built-in VPN for added privacy, but it's pretty useless. It's not even a VPN, it's a proxy. It only protects the Opera browser and doesn't even have a kill switch to protect your IP from leaking. So if your main interest in this browser is the Opera VPN, maybe look elsewhere. I'll leave a couple of my favorite actually private VPNs in the description. Overall, the Google Chrome versus Opera privacy battle has no winners. They just aren't the most privacy-friendly options out there. That said, they do stand strong in the security area. Both browsers release frequent updates to patch up vulnerabilities and employ sandboxing to isolate threats. So to keep these browsers secure, your only job is to update them often, which of course we all do, right? Anyway, for this Opera browser versus Chrome comparison, I also looked into performance. Chrome browser delivers top-notch speeds, but in turn it takes up a big chunk of your RAM. Also, if you have a lot of extensions, they can slow down the performance. So if your Chrome is unusually slow, try clearing out extensions you don't use. Opera holds close by. It's not as fast, but also requires fewer resources and is easier on your RAM and CPU. That's why it's a better choice for older and slower devices. But performance isn't everything. Chrome also has a pretty big edge in terms of features. That's mainly due to the seamless integration of Google services. It's all in one place, so it's functional and easy to use. Then there are memory and energy saver modes. The first one frees up memory from inactive tabs so that the browser runs more smoothly. The latter limits background activity and visual effects to save battery life. I actually have this one kick in when my battery is at 20%. It's a real battery saver. And since AI is everywhere now, of course, it's coming to Chrome too. It's supposed to help you find stuff easier, automatically suggest tab groups, generate themes, and help you write. It's nothing groundbreaking, but it's all convenient stuff, so I'm actually not mad at this AI trend. What I am mad at is the Chrome update called Manifest v3. This basically applies rules to extensions, and while it might benefit overall safety, it's about to completely ruin ad blockers. So we'll all be forced to stare at ads. Sadly, this will affect all Chromium-based browsers, so Opera is not immune to this stupid update either. On that note, there's a built-in Opera browser ad blocker, but it ain't good. I'm not even talking about getting rid of video ads. It easily triggers ad block detected pop-ups on any regular website. I really like their lucid mode feature though. It sharpens low quality videos on YouTube, and I haven't seen such a feature elsewhere, so I have to give this one to Opera. Of course, they also tried to jump onto the AI train, and you can find a Raya AI assistant in the Opera browser. It's pretty good for getting quick answers to simple questions, and just like Chrome, it can also help you write. Not much else though. While I overall like Chrome's features more, Opera takes the crown in terms of customization. Sure, Chrome is fairly customizable, like I can apply a variety of themes and now even generate them with AI. But with Opera, I can create personalized workspaces, organize tabs, and overall tweak the interface to my liking. It also has integrated social media apps, so I can post or send messages without ever opening a separate tab. Pretty cool. So summing up everything I covered in this Opera versus Chrome matchup. Which one should you use? Well, if you want the most private and powerful browser, neither. But if I had to choose, I'd go with Chrome. If you pair it with a good VPN, you can avoid all the data leaching and have a comfortable browser without compromising on online privacy. Just so you know, I use neither of these. It's Brave or Firefox for me. I actually have videos on those too, so if you're interested, click that subscribe button and go check out the channel. Cheers.